writers, and thinkers. The programs are intended to recognize Ellison's contributions to American letters and to explore significant issues and topics across a range of academic disciplines. This is the 19th annual lecture, and we're very pleased that you could join us for this event. Before we continue with the printed program, which is on page 4 of the Lyceum booklet, I'd like to recognize a very special guest, Mr. Mike Radd. Mr. Radd is a well-known figure in this area and beyond. For many years, he was director of John A. Andrew Hospital and oversaw its transformation to the National Center for Bioethics and Research in Healthcare. He was assistant to the president and secretary to the Tuskegee Board of Trustees for 28 years under Dr. Luther Foster. He was also a friend of Ralph Ellison's. They became friends when they attended Tuskegee. And last October, he celebrated his 100th birthday. Mr. Radd, would you please stand? At this time, Ms. Carolyn Hawes will review Ellison's life and work, after which the program will proceed as printed.
Ralph Waldo Ellison was born in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, in 1913. In 1933, 2 years after graduating from Douglas High School, he entered Tuskegee Institute to study music with conductor and composer William L. Dawson. He left Tuskegee in 1936 for New York City, where he met Langston Hughes and Richard Wright, and began to publish feature articles, reviews, and short stories. Invisible Man, begun in 1945, was published in 1952 and won the National Book Award. In 1965, 200 prominent authors, editors, and critics in a Book Week poll selected Invisible Man as the most distinguished novel published by an American during the previous 20 years. It is still considered one of the most significant works of fiction in American literature. Ellison also published Shadow and Act and Going to the Territory, collections of essays. A portion of his second novel, Unfinished at His Death, was edited by John Callahan and published posthumously in 1999 under the title Juneteenth. The Modern Library edition of the second novel, titled 3 Days Before the Shooting, was co-edited by Callahan and Adam Bradley and published in 2010. Other posthumous publications include Flying Home and Other Stories, the collected essays of Ralph Ellison, and Living with Music, Ralph Ellison's jazz writings. Training 12s, the selected letters of Ralph Ellison and Albert Murray, was published in 2000. In recognition of his achievement, Ralph Ellison was elected to the National Institute of Arts and Letters in the American Academy of Arts and Letters. He served as a trustee of the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts. He was also a Chevalier of France's Order of Arts and Letters, one of its highest awards for a writer. In 1969, President Johnson awarded Ellison the Medal of Freedom, the nation's highest civilian honor. And in 1985, President Reagan presented him with the National Medal of Arts. He taught at Bard College, Rutgers University, and the University of Chicago, and was named the Albert Schweitzer Professor of Humanities at New York University, one of the most distinguished academic appointments in the country. He received honorary degrees from a number of universities, including Tuskegee. He was also selected as Tuskegee University's Centennial Alumnus, the most outstanding alumnus during the first 100 years. Ralph Ellison died on April 6, 1994. However, his reputation as one of America's most gifted novelists and cultural critics endures.